Hey, I'm here. Hello everybody on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 11 and my picks for Week 12 of the 2019 NFL season. Check them out. Yeah, I got some time to myself, so I figured I'd do this before I do some studying. Alright, anyways, well, straight up, last week I went 10-4. Pretty good, bounce back on that. And now I'm 63-1, excuse me. A little fast for myself, I'm sorry. Once again, it's 10-4 straight up. 63-1. And of course, ATS, same thing. Other way around. I went 8-6. This past week, week 10 I went 6-8. Now I reversed that to 8-6, and now in ATS wise, I'm 81-99-1 overall. So this is, which I think it's the one. I think there's more than that, but I gotta double check that. Anyways, over and under, yikes. Yeah, 5-9 overall, which is pretty good. That's a little, yeah. We're gonna get better this week on that, so we'll do that. So anyways, now I'm 83-4 overall. So we got some work to be done on this one. In order to get a better record, we gotta keep that going. So anyways, I think going into this game, I think this is gonna be a I think things like that, and thinking go over and under. But you know what happened? Yikes! My Patriots barely beat the Eagles. Yeah, barely like that. You know, not only that, the Minnesota Vikings came back and beat the Denver Broncos, which was a hell of a game by Kirk Cousins on that one. In this part, we're down 20-0, like 23-3, and something like that, and just came back and won it. That's unbelievable. Anyways, going Lamar Jackson, MVP candidate maybe. After they blow out the Texans and all that, and Kansas City beating the Chargers and Mexico City, and of course the Rams beating I forget who the hell they played. I think it was well, I just gotta look up it again. Brain fart. Yeah, it was the Bears on Sunday Night Football. Yeah, okay. So that's what I thought. Anyways, a little interesting thing gonna happen and things like that, you know. Anyways, before I make my picks, it's the last of the buys, so we'll take a little advantage of the shortened status this week. Now by week 13 and on, full week schedule. So give you a heads up. Which I believe on buys, I believe it's this week is Arizona, Kansas City, and the Chargers and the Vikings. So anyway, so if you got anybody like Patrick Mahomes or Phillip Rivers or Kirk Cousins or yeah, I'm trying to think who else. Adam Thielen for the Vikings and Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. Bench them because they're not going to be playing this week. So anyways, let's continue on to my picks. Let's kick things off for the Colts and Texans on Thursday Night Football. Philip Dorsett is back, so pretty much he had a concussion a couple weeks ago. So anyways, he's back, and I think he's gonna put up better than ever. You just can't rely on Brian Hoyer for one, you know. Anyways, Houston, they're in a struggle right now. Injury problems, so that's gonna be a problem for them now. I think the Colts are gonna take advantage of that. But despite the fact in Houston, I like how Jacoby Brissett is playing right now, and it's kind of impressing me. He's definitely picking up the pace from Andrew Luck. It's definitely and keeping the Colts on their heels. So I think that's going to keep it going. So I like the Colts over the Houston Texans in this one in Houston. So it's pretty interesting on that one. On the line though, the Houston's favored by 3 in this game, 3.5. I'm sorry. It's a little upset, you could say. It's one of my upsets of the week. So I'm going to take the Colts +3 and the win too for the Indianapolis Colts. And the over and under is 45.5, so I'm going to go over 45.5, which I believe it's going to go in either way. One of those things. Tampa Bay and the Falcons. It's in Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta has been impressive for the last 2 weeks. Let's see if they keep it up, you know. Anyways, the Tampa Bay, time to let go of Jameis Winston, I think. I think that's the way to go for it. So anyways, I think the Bucs are in Atlanta. The way that this team's going, Atlanta, having an impressive 2 weeks. Now Tampa Bay, not so much. So anyways, in spite of what the fact that Atlanta's doing, I like the Falcons in Atlanta against the Tampa Bay Bucks. On the line, though, the Falcons are favored by 4.5 in this game. It's pretty fair. I like the Falcons minus 4.5. And over and under, it's 51.5. So I'm going to go over 51.5. Maybe, I think despite the fact what's going on, I think Dan Quinn's still going to get fired, but I don't know. But anyways, moving on. The Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. The way I see this game is Denver choked in the fourth. Just pretty much. In fact, they choked in the second half. I'm going to say that. Buffalo, they just pounded Miami, but it's Miami. So, I got to take... But defensively, Buffalo is really good. So, I'm going to take in this one. So, I think, like I said, defense wins championships, but not in this case. Offensively, not so much on this one. So, Denver's defense isn't bad either, but still. Offensively, they're terrible. I think this is going to be a defensive game. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, I think. So, I'm going to take Buffalo in Buffalo over the Denver Broncos. On the line, though, Buffalo's favored by 4. I'm going to protect that. I'm going to take Buffalo minus 4. And the over and under is 37.5. I think it's going to stay under. I'm going to take under 37.5. All right, the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. All right. I'll go with it. Saquon Barkley, pretty decent running back. I can't get over the fact about Danny Dimes' nickname. Sorry, Daniel Jones? Stick with Daniel Jones, not Danny Dimes. I'm sorry. But anyways, the Giants are making their way back, etc., Anyways, but Giants don't have a defense. That's a problem. But Chicago does too, but Mitch Trubisky's just playing bad. So he's just playing trash. He's a trash quarterback right now, so I don't know what's going on with Chicago, but anyways, I'm taking the Giants as an upset. I'm taking the Giants over the Chicago Bears in Chicago because Mitch Trubisky can't do crap. Trying to make it clean. On the line, though, that the Giants are the Bears are favored by 6.5. I understand their defense. Offensively, they're just playing bad. So, I'm going to take the New York Giants plus 6.5 because I can't trust Mitch Trubisky right now. Over and under, it's 40.5. I'm going to go under 40.5 because it's going to be defensive low-scoring game. Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. So anyways, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alright, I'll be honest with you. Mason Rudolph was playing. He got fined. Honestly, I think he should have got suspended too. I understand about Cleveland's. Yeah, with Myles Garrett. Yeah, that was an ugly fight. If this was the 70s, they would have got away with that. And they wouldn't have done anything about it because that's how the 70s were back then. So, anyways, I think Mason Rudolph should have been the one that should have been fined too, and maybe suspended for a game or two because he was the one that started to rip his helmet off. To rip it off like that. So I think with Mason Rudolph trying to rip up Myles Garrett's helmet off first, I think he should have got a game or two suspension for that. But I understand about Myles Garrett being suspended for the whole year, maybe out of the NFL because what he did was wrong. He used the Steelers helmet and hit Mason Rudolph on the head with it, and he could have got a concussion out of that. So I kind of get all that, but other than that, I think Mason Rudolph should have got a game or two, because the one he started it. But anyways, I think going to this game, Pittsburgh is going to be like, let's get Cleveland behind them. Let's go on to Cincinnati. Probably take the frustration out on Cincinnati. Poor Bengals. This goes to show you that Andy Dalton's just playing bad. I think they should go after a quarterback. Really. I mean, come on. So anyways, I think going into this game, I think Pittsburgh's going to take the frustration out on Cincinnati and take it out on the Cincinnati Bengals, who are just going to go for a winless season at this point. But anyways, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm going to take them as a win. I'm going to take the Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals. On the line, though, the Pittsburgh Steelers are favored by 6.5. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Steelers minus 6.5. Over and under, it's 39. I'm going to go under 39 on that one. Miami and Cleveland. Alright, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Cleveland, they got a win. Good for them. But Myles Garrett, suspended, gone for the year, maybe banned in the NFL. If that's the case, you can go to the XFL. Who am I to judge? But anyways, like I was saying, Cleveland, they're pretty much in the tank right now. So is Baker Mayfield and Ockham Beckham Jr., which things are not working out. I mean, I think Odell's going to go, probably, because of his issues and anything. Anyway, I think moving on. Anyway, moving on. Miami, not really good either. So I'm not gonna argue with that part. So I think Miami's gonna probably keep this a tight game or things like that. So anyways, I think with that one, I think Cleveland is gonna win in Cleveland, but I think it's not gonna be what I think it is. So I'm gonna take the Browns over the Miami Dolphins. On the line though, the Cleveland's favored by 11 in this game, and that's too many points. This could be low scoring. I'm gonna take the Dolphins plus 11. Over and under, it's 44. Under 44. Okay, Detroit and Washington. Alright, Detroit had a tough week, you know, and so did Washington, like they normally do. So, anyways, about Matthew Stafford, it's kind of trash or anything. But anyways, not because the Lions don't have Matthew Stafford. Washington may win this game in Washington, so this could be an upset. So I'm going to take the Washington Redskins over the Detroit Lions. On the line, though, the Lions are favored by 3.5, so I don't know how long Matthew Stafford's out. I didn't hear anything about it. Even with Matthew Stafford, I don't really trust Detroit. So anyways, I'm going to take Washington plus 3.5. Over and under, it's 42. I'm going to go over 42 on this one. Alright, Oakland and the New York Jets. Alright, I'm going to say this. Oakland got to win against Cincinnati. It's a bad team. The New York Jets are a bad team, too. I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to take... Sorry, folks. I just remembered that I got a couple of drop-offs for my paperwork for school, so I had to go back and do that. So anyways, now I'm back in my car. I want to finish the rest. So anyways, then I was saying about Oakland and the Jets. Oakland beat Cincinnati, crappy team. Jets, crappy team. Oakland's going to win. So I'm going to take Oakland over the Jets in New York. On the line, the Raiders are favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take the Oakland minus 3. And over and under, it's 45.5. I'm going to go 45.5. So, anyways, Carolina and the New Orleans Saints. It's in New Orleans. Well, I'll explain this one. Drew Brees coming back strong against Tampa Bay last week after the loss against Atlanta a couple weeks ago. Now all of a sudden he's coming back and doing what he does best. So, anyways, I think Carolina. I think their lucky streak's coming to an end. Saints are going to beat them. I'm going to take the Saints over the Carolina Panthers in New Orleans. On the line, though, the Saints are favored by 9.5. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Saints minus 9.5. Over and under, 47. Over 47. All right, Jacksonville and Tennessee. I'm sorry, Seattle and Philadelphia. In Philadelphia. On occasion, Seattle, normally good at home, not good on the road. This year, the Seahawks are really great on the road, so I can't have no arguments against that. So anyway, I think going into Philadelphia, I think after this they're going to be out of the playoff contentions, which is my guess. I don't know. Anyways, I think Seattle, I think they're going to go out and win this game. I believe right now, I'm going to take Seattle over the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. On the line, I believe that game is a pick'em, so I think it's going to go up by 1. I think last I heard it's going to be 1.5 favored by Philadelphia. So anyways, I'm gonna take Seattle in a pick'em right now because last time I checked it's a pick'em game, so I'm gonna have to do that. So anyways, either way, I'm gonna pick Seattle on that one. So I'm gonna take Seattle plus 1.5 or a pick'em, so one or the other. So over and under is 48. I'm gonna go over 48.5. Now it's Jacksonville and Tennessee. All right, I'm gonna say this: Jacksonville quarterback problems, Tennessee quarterback problems, defensive game. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So both defenses are doing okay. So I'll give you that. Marcus Mariota, something's happening to him. I can't help you on that one. So anyways, I'm going to take the, as a win, I got to pick a winner. So I'm going to take the Titans over the Jacksonville Jaguars because I don't really trust those quarterbacks. Nick Foles or Jimmy Minshew. I don't know. On the line, though, Texans are favored by, Tennessee's favored by 3. I'm going to take Tennessee minus 3. Over and under, it's 41.5. I'm going to go under 41.5. My New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll tell you this right now. If we beat Dallas, people are going to hate me for this. Maybe, even though I wouldn't like it either because I don't really like to call America's team. I'm not a fan of that. So anyways, I believe we should call America's team. Have Dallas push it aside. We become America's team if we win. I don't know. Just saying, you know. But I'm not crazy about the name, but I think we have the right to say it now. So, I'm just saying. Anyways, I'm going on. It's in New England. Tom Brady's great to be back at home after 2 weeks. They had a bye week last week. We went to Philadelphia, and then they had a bye week before. Then we had Baltimore. First home game back in a month or so. So, yeah, what can you say? So, anyways, going into this game, Dak Prescott, if he wants a contract, beat us. I don't think he's going to beat us. So, I'm going to take Dallas. I'm going to take my New England Patriots over Dallas on this one. Maybe Jason Garrett could be fired after that game. Maybe get rid of that owner. Should I mention his name? Jerry Jones. Get rid of him. So, anyways, on the line, though, Patriots are favored by 6.5. I'm taking that. My Patriots 6.5. Over and under, it's 46. Under 46. All right, the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. My major upset of the week. Because Green Bay is traveling to San Francisco. Green Bay is a really good road team right now, so I give them props for that. So anyways, I'm going to take as an upset. I mean, I know they lost to Seattle on Monday night. I don't know. It's about those prime games that Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers, which I have no idea why. But anyways, don't get me wrong. I like the 49ers defense. I'm not criticizing the 49ers at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jimmy Garoppolo, good quarterback. I'm not saying anything bad about that. Don't get me wrong. So anyways, I'm going to take the Packers over the 49ers and an upset of the week. Aaron Rodgers is going to have a hell of a game. Just going to say. On the line, the 49ers are favored by 3.5. I'm taking the Packers plus 3.5. Over and under, it's 46. Over 46. Monday Night Football. Which Green Bay and 49ers have Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football, Baltimore and the LA Rams. Some reason, I like Baltimore this year. I mean, they're in LA. I don't like the Rams this year. I don't really trust their defense. Something's lacking in LA Rams. And both the Chargers, too, which even though they're on a bye week, too. So, anyways, so going into that game, Lamar Jackson's going to put us on maybe another perfect passing rating. I don't know. Not make another case for MVP. So, anyways, I think going into this game, I like Baltimore -3. On the line, though, the LA Rams are favored by... the Baltimore Ravens are favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take the Rams -3. Over and under, it's 46.5. I'm going to go over 46.5. Alright, now I'm gonna wrap up my video up this week in there. Sorry I had to go back to my car because I forgot I had to do a couple of things. And it started to rain and I wanted to do this quickly. So anyways, I think my shoutouts this week, check out my good old buddy Justin's Bridgewater's Finest on YouTube. Blockbuster_guy on Twitter. So if you like tea, check out his Nerds Tees on his site. Definitely check him out. And definitely check out all of his CFL picks because he has CFL playoffs he's done. If you like CFL, he's your guy. So, anyways, tell him I send you over there, and he's a really good prognosticator. His link's down below, just like the rest of all the NFL YouTube prognosticators down below. Until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off. Peace.